Hi YouTube, welcome to today's video. I've been very excited to talk to you. It's been something that I've been looking forward to all day because for the last approximately 40 hours I have realized so many things about myself and my own behavior and the person that I am today that it's absolutely insane. I don't know where these things are coming from. Of course, it is the lifestyle course I'm participating in where questions are asked and things are discussed, but the answers to all those questions have come from within me, and I feel that this is the start of an incredible journey. So there are three things I would like to talk to you about today. The first one is why I cannot get rid of my scale. I wrote it down because there's like a lot. The second one, I haven't gotten the answers 100% to that one, but the second one is why I eat sweets. And the third one has to do with body and mind, the issues that you have with your body or that I have with my body. Where they come from and basically why I have them, because it goes way back and it's way more psychological than I originally thought. So let's start with the first one, why I cannot get rid of my scale. So today something important happened. I was asked to get rid of my scale. And I love my scale. So my initial reaction was no fucking way. I was surprised to feel that way. I've always felt that way. And although I sometimes don't weigh myself for a longer period of time because I think that I've gained weight, I still don't want to get rid of it. I was very resistant. I didn't like that change in my life. And as the day went on, I kept thinking about it. And in the car, on my way home from work, it all of a sudden dawned on me, why am I resistant to getting rid of this stupid scale? Why does it define me? Why is the scale so important? And why do I want to keep something that actually controls my mood? Because if the scale is at a higher number than I expect, or if it's above my alarm number, yes, I have a number where all alarm goes off and the world will come to an end if I go above that number. So the scale kind of defines me, or maybe not defines, but it definitely controls my mood. And it controls, to some extent, what I eat on the day that I weigh more than my alarm weight. Might even stuff myself a little bit on a day like that. And then it dawned on me. It's because I have control issues. Well, I knew that, but I didn't connect the dots. I didn't connect that to the scale. So if I give up my scale, I give up some insane form of control. Then I cannot control myself. Then I cannot control if what I'm doing pays off on the scale. I cannot control if I am moving in the right direction. And although I know in my mind that the scale does not measure muscles and the scale does not take into account so many things, when it's your period, when you've had a lot of water weight, etc. But that has never mattered to me, just as it has never mattered how I got skinny, just that I got there. I've never cared to be healthy, to be honest. I've just cared to be skinny. And the only route to skinny is through health. So that's why I've been interested in it. So the main issue is control. And that kind of also explains why I have always lost weight. I'm perfectly capable of losing weight, but I'm not capable of keeping it off. Um, and that has to do with the control issue, because either I'm in the process of losing weight, so the scale goes down a little bit week by week, or I'm too fat and then my mood is terrible. But if I'm not in the process of losing weight, and if I'm not in a terrible mood due to my weight gain, then what am I? Who am I? And I'm not sure I know what to do about that. And another reason that I told myself was that I've recently quit smoking. I haven't smoked for 20 days today. I'm looking very much forward to for tomorrow, because then it's 21 days and then it's 3 weeks, and at 3 weeks we all know that it's become a habit. So tomorrow I'm officially a non-smoker and I can tell the world. Um, but the process of quitting smoking, yeah, well, it's hard physically and mentally to quit smoking. That's a whole other side of the story. But the process of quitting often also entails a weight gain. And last year I quit smoking as well, and I stayed off the cigarettes for 6 months, and I gained 5 kilos, so a little more than 10 pounds. And I'm of course scared to gain more weight because the weight that I gained last time is still on my body. So I'm terrified of gaining weight. Although I know that if gaining weight, if you want to gain as much weight as the unhealthiness of smoking, I should be gaining 40 pounds. And that is not gonna happen. So I guess even if I did gain 10 more pounds, I wouldn't be as unhealthy as I would be if I continued to smoke. I must admit that I still take some nicotine replacement tablets, because I get them for free from the municipality where I live. It's a project. So I decided to try that out, and now I'm in the process of cutting down on the nicotine step by step, and I'm not too scared of that. That should be fine. It's just the weight gain in that process. So when I was thinking about all this smoking and gaining weight, I also thought about why I even started smoking. And the reasons are very clear. I was the good girl back then. I did my homework. I did well in school. I had to fight for it. It never came easy to me. But I wanted to do well in school. And everyone just thought I was, good girl, boring, meh. So I needed something to show them that I could be cool, and I could be with the cool kids, and I could do something crazy. And I guess it was crazy back then. So I started smoking. And I have smoked for 16 years. So the habit is really difficult to quit. It's difficult. But I am doing it, and I have no doubt that I'll make that. That is not a problem at all. But considering my scale issues, I have decided that when my boyfriend is going down the basement to go get the laundry for me, because I'm too scared to do it at night, he is gonna take the scale down to the basement. I weighed myself today, and I want to put the scale down in the basement, and in 3 months, when this lifestyle course is over, I'm gonna go get it, and I'm gonna weigh myself once, and then it goes back to the basement for at least another month. So that is today's promise to you. Okay, I'm sorry for being slow. There are just so many things on my mind. But let's take my next theme or subject or whatever you want to call it, which is why I eat sweets. And then I'll do a whole other video on the last theme with body and mind and illness and stuff, because that's kind of long. So, I've been discussing with some people today as to why we eat sweets. And it was suggested to me that many of us eat sweets simply because we're thirsty, and that we don't know the difference between a sugar craving and thirst. And that might very well be in some cases. I don't think it is like that in all cases. So I've been thinking about why we eat sweets. And I also searched online, but what you find online is very, very scientific. It is explained by the fact that when you eat sugar, the sugar goes to your brain, or some receptors in the brain are activated, and those receptors are in your reward center. And in the reward center, well, it likes sugar, so therefore dopamine is released into the brain, making you feel happy, your blood sugar raises, and you feel good. That can transform into an addiction because you feel good every time you eat a sweet. It feels good. And therefore so many people are addicted to sugar, and that makes perfectly sense. And if you accept that explanation, then of course sugar is as bad as nicotine or heroin or all those drugs that you get out there, alcohol. I'm not sure I should accept that explanation, because I think it's more psychological than that. I've actually always said that I am an emotional smoker. I was an emotional smoker, but I'm not an emotional eater, because I've always thought that emotional eating was eating when you're sad or happy. And I don't do that. I eat when I'm bored. I eat before or after doing a task. And that task can be anything. It can be, I've cleaned the house, so I deserve this chocolate bar. It could also be at work. Now I'm working with this. It's kind of difficult. I deserve a chocolate bar. It will give me energy. Then I can go on, and then the task is gonna be solved in an awesome way. Excuses like that. But that is probably also emotional, I guess. So I use it as a reward or as a preparation for something. And the fact that I need that is also kind of emotional. I also believe that our eating habits are transferred to us by the people closest to us. In my case, it's my closest family, and in my family, one of them is anorexic and the other one is overeating. So it is not at all strange that I have a strange or a messed up relationship with food, and that I'm confused, and that I am the way I am. Because I also firmly believe that whatever your relatives have, whether it's diseases or eating habits or personality traits, it will somehow be transformed to you. That doesn't mean that you should accept the transferal, but it does happen. And with this process that I'm in, I have decided not to accept the transferal. And as this video is getting long, I'm gonna make a whole other video on that. It involves skin conditions and my whole reasons for that. And I'm very excited about it because it means a lot to me. And it just makes so much sense. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. It's amazing. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go straight on to making the next one, just so this one doesn't get us long. If you have any questions or comments to the video, please send them to me, Facebook, YouTube, whatever you like. Talk soon. Bye!